That looks worse. Oh, yeah, hold on. Keep forgetting. I am going to put up my new phone holder tomorrow. I'm going to do that tomorrow. But today, I think it's about to be a mess. You see? The angle gonna be kind of crazy, y'all, because I gotta rig this thing up. And I broke it. Let me see. Ouch. Something just bit me in my eyebrow, felt like. What we got going on here? Let me see. King, hold up. Alright. The angle might be a little off. My bad. It's all we got right now. My thing is, the joint on it broke. I got a new one right here, but I keep forgetting to put it up. So bear with me. I better not drink this water. It's part of the demonstration for the day. I'll have to show y'all something. Okay. Thanks to everybody that's here right now. I'm sorry I'm not here to wish y'all happy Merry Christmas and none of that. I'm not into any of that. Power to you. But I ain't putting no energy in it, so hold on. Check this out, y'all. Let me get right to it. I think thanks to everybody that's been supporting. Let me say that. That supports the site, that's been supporting, that's been sending in donations and whatever. I really do appreciate y'all. We have a lot of stuff coming up for a spring launch. We're putting some things together, so the site we'll be having more stuff on the site in a couple of months. So there's a lot of stuff we're doing. As a matter of fact, I got a little surprise for y'all that I got coming out. Not yet. It's going to be with the end of February, beginning of March launch. So what I'm doing is I'm putting out water programs, but these water programs are specifically for, say, 528 hertz. So the water program will be programming you not only to the 528 hertz, and all that it does. It also come with a tuning fork of that hertz. So you get a water program and a tuning fork to do a reprogramming on yourself whenever you need to do it. That'll be coming out in the spring launch. So just stay tuned. Got a lot coming out. We have a few of the Zen for Pains on sale left from this unholy day season. If y'all want to grab that up, I do it. And I got a couple calls on it about the Zen for Pain. We're almost out, so for those who said they wanted to get it. A couple people said they wanted that book of light. I took it out of population. I've been holding it. That book of light from Dr. York's. I don't know who the names are. Y'all hit me in inboxes. I don't know who you are. I'm just saying I'm about to put it back in population. If you want the book, y'all need to snatch it up or it'll be gone. So anyway, I'm gonna get right to it because I don't want to be on here too long, and I want to get out as much as I can. At the same time, I want to get home and eat. So I've been conversing with the guardians a lot. And let me tell you something that I realized. Like, the guardians have been speaking to me most of my life. Most of my life, but I really recognized it most of my adult life. I didn't know what was happening before. And as far as anybody else is telling me, is demonic energy and beings and demons and not my help, you know. Even when I got off the ship, they told me I got smacked in the face and I was told it was demonic and all this shit. So, although they were just sitting there looking at the UFO over the house. Anyway, so, you know, they'll converse with me, and I wait for them. I wait for them to give me other instructions. Like sometimes I don't hear from them, right? When I don't hear from the guardians, I feel weird. I feel disconnected. It's almost a depression, like. And there's been a few times like I would cry out, like, what the fuck is going on? And they return. You know, it's only recently, meaning in this year, that I realized, call me retarded, I don't know, a little slow, that I realized, I'm a little slow when it came to that anyway, that I could converse with them. I could have a back and forth conversation. Like even when this year I was talking to them about the black woman and how hard it is to wake her up, you know, the whole nine, and that I've been following all the instructions about her. And that's when they informed me that you wasn't here for the black woman, you're here for the Zazoba, you're here for the primordials, the same as yourself, which so happen to be black women. But it's not just any black woman. I thought I was here for all black women. No, I'm here to awaken the primordials, and through the primordials will awaken everybody else, will heal the planet, will heal our daughters and our sons. You know, we are the mothers of civilization. The primordials are, not the black women. Some black women are just children of men, like the Maleficent movie. It's a difference. You got the land of the fairies and you got the children of men. So I didn't know that. I knew you had the children of men and land of fairies, but something didn't click with me. I didn't understand that I was here for the primordial women as myself. So now I know. So since I really discovered that this year, I could talk to them so I'll go to bed and I'll ask questions, and as soon as I ask questions that night, I'm lucid dreaming. They're talking to me. The answers come by AM. And then, so I'm like, I didn't realize I had a power. I had that power. You know what I mean? Now that I've accessed it, I've accessed that power. I'm in it. So I've been contacted a lot in my life, and hence the book could come out. Because I believe the world needs to know, especially for the primordials, need to know these stories, you know? So, the guardians, I asked the guardians about, there are different times I've been off the earth. And y'all will get the full stories in the book. But different times I've been off the earth. I've been out in space. I've been deep in the waters. I mean, so deep in the waters that places man haven't talked about. They kind of make movies about, like, they know something. They know something. Like the movie The Abyss. Back in the day, it's an older movie. I think it's probably a movie that was made in the late 70s or 80s or something. This movie called The Abyss. And all the way down in the waters, it was an opening in the waters. It was a bubble, I guess. And they were contacting the extraterrestrials and all this shit. So you got The Abyss. And there was another movie. It was another movie like that. But they know something. But what I'm here to tell you is they've been lying to us. Now I'm going to go on what I've been shown, where I've been taken. You know what I mean? Like, it's, and I'm going to call it law, because it's these same beings, the same beings that told me we had 643 days left, the same beings who took us to the trees, the same beings who brought us all kinds of truth, the same beings who told us about Trump, the same beings who told us to stock up for what's to come. You know, those beings. These are the same beings, so why would part of it be a lie? Do what you want to do with that. These are the same beings who has taken me off this planet and shown me things that I've never seen in movies, I've never seen anywhere but in my head, in my experience. I will name things in my experience, like the movie Hellboy. That being, there was another movie even earlier than Hellboy It's called The Labyrinth. It had that famous singer in there, David Bowie. It's called The Labyrinth. And it had that demon with them horns. That's a real being. I've seen him. He tried to take my womb. I've seen him. He laid on top of me and tried to take my womb. Killed my dog. I've seen a lot. I've been a lot of places. Some shit that it will blow the mind of the average person. My mind is programmed to tolerate it. I had my moments too where I thought I was going to go crazy. Those stories would be in the book. This book is about to be released. You've never seen anything like it when it does come out. And I'm in it. When I tell y'all I'm in it, I write at night. I'm in it. It's my world right now. Let me show you where they lied to us. It's going to be shortened because when I get to my location, I want to go eat. I'm really hungry, so I'm not going to be in a car. But let's go to the beginning. In the beginning was a one dot, a light, an energy. Right? The Big Bang happened. And then life progressed from there, like everything moved outward, like star, all this shit. Let me tell you my rendition of it. And I'm going to tell you this because I've seen it. They're taking me through evolution. The entire story of being a book. I've seen evolution. I witnessed it. I stood as a witness during creation. Just told you the other day, I met the creation. Water, sound, light. It's creation. I'm gonna make this short. There's so much I want to tell y'all, but I'm getting close to location. I don't know if y'all, because I can't see me well, so I don't know if y'all can see me well. Can you see this good? Can you see this good? Okay. Who said that? Oh, I can't. I get the glare. I can't see. Okay. Now, consciousness. I'm about to take y'all there. Consciousness. Source is consciousness. Mind, womb. Remember I told you that. Where I get that from? Source told me that it is a mind womb. Okay? Womb first. So let's call this the water. If you can imagine it without the bottle. But for these demonstration purposes, this water is source. This is everything. This is the great mind womb of the universe. Source. In the beginning, God moved over the face of the waters. What waters? Why was they already there? What are these primordial waters? The primordial waters is consciousness. The primordial waters is God. It's what you call God. The primordial waters. And then it spoke. Let there be light. What is light? No. Go back. What is spoke? We talked about this the other day. What is spoke? Spoke is sound. Sound. A tree dropping is a language. That's sound. Sound create the world around us. Sound is cymatics. Sound creates cymatics. Cymatics is sound made visible. Sound created. Light. Electricity. So if it's water, first off, they lied to us and told us that water wasn't magnetic, and it is. They know now, but from not major scientists, but some side people who come to prove, because they've been lying to us, that water is magnetic. So is this an electromagnetic universe, or is this a magnetic electric universe? Stay with me. Because if you call it an electromagnetic universe, then you're saying that the light was first. And then light, however, created or drew magnetic. No. The electro is first. I mean, the magnetic is first. It's the water. See, if I tell you, if we go with the light is first, then we're talking about the sun and the Son of God. The Son. I don't want to deal with the Son of God. I want to deal with God. If you are the Son of God, who is God? Water. Now, let me show you what sound. Can y'all see? This is important. What I'm about to show you. Can you see this bottle good? Because I want to show you what sound, if the waters, the primordial waters, are still. It talks about the still of the night. It always talk about these proverbs and holy books about the still of the night. Because the waters were still. But when the waters decide, through what? Thoughts. To move, when the waters decide to move, that's where you get sound. Moving water speaks to you. I told you. That's how I heal you through water, right? Can y'all see this good? Okay, I'm hoping y'all can. I'm about to show you. Now we have the waters, with the still waters, that is source. This great mind womb, this mother goddess, this, I don't even like the word goddess anymore. I'll tell y'all why. Look up the word. Look up the word. It means to be invoked, the word God, like, or Gumar. I don't want to go there right now, because I need to stay here. Look. Now, I'm going to create a vibration in the waters. And I need y'all to witness, like, I don't know if y'all can see this, like, okay. See it? Watch this. Hold on. Hold on, I'm about to pull up. Watch this. This demonstration right here is very important. In the beginning was water. Watch that. What you see in the water? Tell me what you saw in the water. Vibration. Movement in the water. Sound created. What you see in the water? Somebody said. Bubbles. I can't see who that is. I'll park in a minute. I'm almost there. Bubbles. Let me fuck your head up for the day. In this primordial water, movement happened. It's not complex, y'all. Movement. This is what the Guardian showed me. The movement. You see that movement? It creates bubbles. Is the earth flat or round? Both. I'm going to show you how. The earth is flat and round. Here we go. The firmament is a bubble in source, in the great primordial waters. The movement happened. You got a bubble. When you got this bubble, let's imagine this bubble being half to 3/4 full of water. Let me take, when that first happened, and that firmament was created in movement, other things have taken place. Light is here already, but it's not electromagnetic, it's magnetic electro. You have the waters that created light. Light was created because life was coming. Because you have water, Because it's a different kind of life in the darkness and the cold. That's why life is preserved in the cold. Life is exhausted in the heat. Because although it helps a thing to grow, heat, light, heat, it expedites his life to death, to go through the cycle. See? Did y'all catch that? To go through the cycle, to be done all over again. In the cold, life is preserved. Every seed that's planted, every seed has to go through a winter first. It has to go to the cold. It has to go through a deep, deep sleep and be programmed, whatever they program with. And then it goes through the summer. It comes into the light. Keffa, are you here? Oh, you on the porch. Hey there. Come shut the gate and get these monsters for me. That's Keffa. Why you barking at Keffa? Hey, Mr. Meanie. Little teeny little dog. Give me a kiss. Shut up. Oh, wait. Stop barking. Look at your babies. They are your babies. They are bigger than you. Listen. I want to do this. I'm going to do as fast as I can. It's so simple, y'all. Because they said the earth was made from a molten ball, right? It was on fire. And then it got cooled over millions of years. All this space dust gathered, all this shit was on fire. I want y'all to show me what goddamn volcano lava turned into the earth. Even on the earth, it don't turn to earth. It turned to soot. It turned to something unlivable. Something no life can live in, right? It's right in front of our face. What volcano lava turns to life? You might get a diamond out there shit. You might turn to coal or something. But you ain't get no life. So it's a lie. The whole, how this kingdom was first. They lying about every goddamn thing. It's a lie. The Guardian said it's all a fucking lie. So again, we have source, water. We got movement. That's like that. That's word. That's the spoken word right there. You just gotta grab what I'm saying. Mary, that's Keffa. That's Keffa. Why are you bucking at her like that? Stop it. That's Keffa, baby. You see Keffa? You say, fuck all that, huh? I'm hitting it to create sound. Sound is the word. I gotta grasp what I'm. Sound is the word. Sound is word. Sound is word. Let there be. Is it in English? Is it in Spanish? Is it in sound is word. Sound created everything. Cymatics. Sound of your heart is creating you. The sound of your heart is creating your DNA. The sound of your heart is how you manifest. You think it. They said the electromagnetic energy is 800 times more than it is in your brain and your heart. Because your heart is beating. You should have took Mary ever. It's okay. If you want to come back. It's the beating of your heart. What cymatics is it creating? In your water called you. Your 3/4 water. Beating of your heart. This is how the codes are in your DNA. Your heart is beating it. It's cymatics. Your DNA is the product of the cymatics of your heart. Which is the same, this beat. When you put something in your heart, it beats into the waters of which it beats out water, right? It's cymatic. So when you feel here, when you're feeling, your heart is making a sound. It's printing that out in the waters called you, and this is how you manifest. It'll all be in the book though. This is how you womb create. The bubbles. Now, I want you to imagine this being. Close your eyes, really, really see it. Imagine the universe, the darkness. Like go to nighttime. Get rid of the sun right now. Let's go at nighttime. See it. That's when you can see the universe. I want you to see what you're in. That darkness, that water, right? Spoke. The bubbles. Now I want you to imagine a snow globe in that water. See it in your mind. See a giant ass snow globe in the universe. Scale it down. Basketball size. Basketball size snow globe. Y'all know the snow globes you shake with the little Christmas tree and the shit? Snow globe. I want you to see that. Now I want you to see the globe, the bubble. That's the firmament of the earth. Ask me how I know. Listen, they took me off the earth and showed me this. Go. Who all here? Hold on, everybody. Listen. We'll take y'all there today. You said you never thought of it like that. What exactly was you talking about? I don't know where I was at when I said that. When you said that. So you got the snow globe. That snow globe, that's the firmament, and that's why the earth is round. Because of the firmament is round. You see that? Now I want you to put 3/4 water in that basketball-sized snow globe. Give me 3/4 water in there. Snow globe. It's filled 3/4 water, right? Now, where that water at, in that space is called sky on earth. It's right in your face. They tell you all the time the sky is the limit. I mean, you can't get past that motherfucker. Not meaning you can have everything. It means it's the limit. That's just like the fuck they say. I love this shit. Listen, the sky is the limit. You got that? Stay with me. Now that snow globe. See, this the lie. When they show you the earth, they show you like this landmass that's curved around the earth. You a fucking lie. It's not. I seen it. Let me tell you what it is. It's a snow globe. There is no land going around the earth. Like you got the land and then you got like that space like this, like from the ground up to the sky, and that's all around this globe like this. No. It's only in the portion of the basketball. That's it. Where the basketball is filled 3/4 with water, and this space right here is that's flat earth. Although it's moving and contracting, contorting, and all that, but that's the flat earth, because the flat earth is going across the water surface. Listen, you think it's not? Dig anywhere on earth deep enough, you're going to reach what? You ain't reaching no goddamn fire. You're reaching water, and but the fire is in the earth, right? It's hot. Then why any water that you reach in any aquifer is cold? Ice goddamn cold. They're making a fool out of us. Listen to me. You got that basketball. It got that water in it, right? Let's take this. And let's lay this inside. It's in the basketball. And different pieces of this is laying on that water, floating on that water. That's called land. It's not complex. Who said that? Nikki, brilliant. This is floating, right? This one landmass. This is Pangea. Actually, before Pangea, it was called something else with a G and a T. But anyway, you got Pangea and the land. But I'm gonna take you back. How did land get there? That's what's important. How did land got there? Because that basketball with that firmament around it, you got those waters on there. But those waters are the same waters that's outside of that globe, right? But because now it's encapsulated in that firmament, now the molecular structure of the water is going to change. It's still a part of the Hey! Calf! Why are you leaving them by themselves? Do that. I'm on live and they fighting on the porch. Don't leave them by themselves. And Dieselback is grumpy as shit right now. Mary trying to get out. Just take him. You should have just did it. He was trying. He don't want to go. Let him out. Just put him over the fence. Yeah, and take everybody. Come on, Ma. Come on, Pop. Come on. You should have never got out the car. I knew you were going to want to come back. Come on. My little monkey. Listen. So you got... What was that? You have this firmament in these primordial waters inside of a snow globe, right? But mind you, the globe is in water. It's inside. It's one of the bubbles. See that? It's in there. One of those is Earth. That's the firmament. So then you have the sun. The sun penetrated through that into those waters. That radiation from the sun and the chemicals of those waters created a gas. It created heat. Heat created life. It started with a little amoeba. I've seen it. I've seen a little creature. To us, it would be microscopic. It started with a little creature. And the process, same thing as the egg, mitosis began to happen. That creature split, became two, and it ate itself too. The little thing even started to shit in the water. It had waste. That waste, this thing split. It split. I'll give y'all the full story, but it kept splitting and it became all the way up until the crocodile, and all the way till I walked out of that crocodile. It became waste is what the earth is. Rocks are petrified trees, y'all. And the sap that was in them is your semi-precious stones and gold and shit. It's the sap of trees. They told you about these trees. These trees are even in the Bible. These trees they talked about were 5 miles long. Y'all remember that? Where the fucking trees that's 5 miles long? These mountains you're riding past are the remnants of the trees. And smaller trees, which the trees we have now would be like flowers to those trees. But the smaller ones, the ones we know, 25 feet in diameter and all this shit. You could go to the petrified forest right now. I got petrified wood in the house. It looks like tiger's eye. It's not tiger's eye. You can see the difference. But it looked like kind of like tiger's eye. Because after a million years, this tree is going to turn, if it's not still alive, the wood is going to turn to stone. That's where the fuck stone come from. It didn't come from the shit. Them giant bodies that was on the land. Look up the man called Mud Fossil. He's proving this shit. Look up Mud Fossil University on YouTube. And he'll show you. Those, like pink Himalayan salt is flesh. It's the flesh of giants and shit. Pink Himalayan salt. The pink is the meat and the white is the fat. He will show you the whole landscape and you will see the whole fucking giant in the body that they going into. They line about everything. This whole thing was created in water. The reason, listen, let me tell you something else. Why the goddamn sky's the limit. The sky the limit is because they can't get past the firmament. It wasn't made by man. They done everything to break that firmament. None of them, not the Japanese, not the Russians, not nobody can break the firmament. Who said that? I'm telling you, Go-Go. Pink salt is flesh. It's the flesh of giants. It's the flesh of giant beings petrified on earth. Think about it. Who the fuck cut a tree down 5 miles long and where's the rest of it at? This dirt and shit. That's where you got the dirt. That's where it come from. This used to be an oasis. The desert, Arizona, was an oasis. When it was an oasis, the ground wasn't black, wasn't dusty. It was black. Why? Because it was the shit of microbes, worms, shit. You listen. The root of your plants, the plant tops. That's not the top of the plant. I'm telling you, everything is really upside down. Your fucking eyes. Your eyes don't see this shit like this. Your eyes see it upside down. Your brain turn it around. We see it for what it really is, but the brain turn it around. Listen to me. We about to go down. The tree. This is the foot of the tree. The head of the tree is in the ground. The roots is not the bottom of the tree. It's the head. It's the mouth. The roots in the ground eating. Microbes. The roots go get sunlight and run it through the tree to turn it into glucose, sugar. Bring it down, and it regurgitates the sugar out to the little microbes in the soil. So the microbes bring out the soil, out the worm shit, stuff, its own shit. It brings it nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, the different stuff, and the thing eat it, and it spits out sugar. And it's a symbiotic relationship. They exchange. I give you this, you give me this. When you go to a place, not the desert, like where some of you live at, on the East Coast, a place where it rain at. It doesn't rain much here, so places where it rain at. The dirt you're looking at, that brown dirt, that's one of two things, or both mixed. It's humus, which is decay. It's compost. Compost fox, compost birds, and compost wood. It's compost. And it's shit. The shit of microbes. Soil is called, what they call it? Black gold. What they call black gold? Worm castings. You ever heard of worm castings? I know, because I got a worm farm. I make my own fertilizer. I could take 5 worms and put them in a box. And I could put some fruit droppings in there. I could put some newspaper in there. Dry stuff. Like, it gotta be paper, not shiny stuff, but dry stuff. Or some leaves in there. Mix it equally and pour some water on it. The worms, in a month, will be about 1,000 of them in there. They're going to procreate in there. And at the bottom, it's going to start to be soil. Where does soil come from? Worm shit. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what black gold is. Worm casting. When you get composted something, that's worm shit. I got trash cans out here in the backyard that started out with leaves, newspaper, and worms. I mean, worms will appear in the shit, for real. Like my scraps and my newspapers and shit in some water. And then I got smart. I took a couple of my worms out the worm farm and it eats stuff up faster. And they shit. And you take that, it's called black gold, and you put that in your, it's very expensive in the stores. Worm castings, look it up. So the earth was worm shit. You didn't have, like they talk about the dust of the ground and shit. It wasn't no dust of the ground. The earth was fertile. Everything was fertile. We have made it like this. Time did this. Time got this because it's a desert. Life didn't start off as no fucking desert. Life started off as life in water. Water, sound, light, heat. So that snow globe, that landmass that's floating on water, you think it's not anywhere on the earth. Start digging, you're going to get to water. It could be thousands of feet in the water or whatever, but it's in water. It's aquifers all over the earth. That's what happened with the tectonic plates. They lying about all the land masses completely broke up. Some of them are still connected under the water, the Guardian said. But they broke on the surface and broke, and water came between them. But it's huge. Like, it's not, it's huge, 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 huge. Lots and lots and lots of land in the water. You think it's not? How you got a sea floor? What the fuck is a sea floor? Where sea floor come from? Fuck what they talk about, what they make up. Where sea floor come from? I seen it. Over time, animal shit, waste became. to the point it grew out of the waters. Mountains. And then you have some mountains, rock mountains, that are trees. They used to be trees. Most of the mountains used to be trees. And then they petrify. Now they rocks. That's why you got gold. Why does gold fall down the mountain? Because it used to be a tree built up. Avatar, the movie, mother tree built up. As the sun breaks this thing down, the sap and stuff in the roots, in the stems, that sap, petrified sap is gold and amethyst. Telling y'all some real shit. As this shit breaking down, it falls down to the ground below it. The trees are still melting down. The mountains I'm looking at right now, those rock mountains, I can see the tree in it. I go up the mountains and pick up petrified tree. It's right here in front of us. We've been programmed to completely block out reality. It ain't no fucking molten planet. None of that shit. It's a lie. It's a snow globe. The snow globe is the firmament. I need y'all to get that. The bubble in water. That bubble. That's the firmament that we can't get out of. It's hence. The sky is the limit, yet the waters are limitless. Now, how the fuck you know how deep this... Listen, let me show you another piece of bullshit. I need y'all to wake up today. I have a globe. I can go all around that globe. All the way around it. It's air. Because I'm on a round rock. I got a rock with air around it. And spheres. No, you're in a snow globe. But anyway... And I got water. I got land around it, and in the water, in the land in there is water. But I don't know how deep the waters are. Because, bitch, you ain't never been in them. But if I got a ball, and if I can go from one ball to the other side, then I know how deep the water is, even if I've been in it or not. Tell me somebody got what I just said, please. I have a ball. I have a ball. You hear Ceka Showa? You just hit my spirit. I have a ball. They lying. I got this land around it. You know why they can't tell y'all how deep the waters go? Let's do it again. So we got that snow globe. It's filled with about 3/4 water. And you got that, where it's not filled that, it's called fucking air. That's where the firmament was separated. Waters separated from the waters. You got that firmament. You got that air. And then you got that flat. That's why the earth is round and flat. Because it is just the landmass. Mind you, it was only one big piece of landmass. Now, look at the globe again. Look how little bit. God damn it. Look how little bit. Even with all the 7 continents. Wake up. They lying. With all the 7 continents, my babies, listen to me. You got 7 continents. Still is only this much land to all this water on the globe. See it. And if that's the case, how the fuck you going around this globe? You're not going. They're not. They're not going around. I'm about to listen. They're not going around the. Let's get a picture of the globe. I want y'all to see. This one to do. And then the one that just came up, though, was the truth. That's the whole... Come on. All 7 is basically around in here. What's back there? Behind it. What's back there? See? Because it's not like that. That little bit of shit and then all that water. Because it's not like that. And why don't they want us to know the truth? Because let me show you what it's really like. It's a snow globe that's filled with water halfway to 3/4 water. You got the air. You got that circle. It's called the firmament. They can't get past that firmament, that snow globe. They can't bust through that snow globe. Why? They can't figure out how to bust through the snow globe. But they know how to get off the earth. Now tell me why every fucking time they go to space, why they always land on the water? Every time they come back. Why they ain't made nothing? They got drones. Drones land on water. How you gonna have enough on fallen earth that you like a helicopter that you can sit down on the land? Because they never did that. They never left that way. They left out the water, so they pop back up through the waters. And the reason you can't open that pod because it got to decompress. It didn't come from the sky because by the time it fell from the sky, how far is the firmament? How far are they saying the firmament is up there? Let's see. I never asked that question before. Let's go see. Anybody ever asked that before? How far is... That's the wrong way to ask that. What's the difference from Earth's surface to the firmament? I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Atmosphere and water. Earth has a thick atmosphere. Oxygen. Da 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 da. They're not giving that distance. I'm going to have to do deeper research and I ain't going to do it now, but I'll find it for you and let you know what it said, what I find. So you had that surface, Earth's surface, right? To the firmament. So all the landmass on the earth is floating in that snow globe this way. They're not getting around it this way. The bottom half is water. I'm telling y'all some real shit. We're in a snow globe. In the same way that if I put some plastic in a snow globe, it will float on that water. It's how the fuck all the land on earth is floating across the shit. And that's why some people innately just know, no, the earth is flat. They know what they're talking about. And you know people know it's round. They know what they're talking about. It's all of the above. The firmament is round. The landmass is not. Neither is it round nor flat. It's hilly, it's all kinds of shit. But it's floating on motherfucking water. That's the actual goddamn fact. Now let me blow you. Why the spaceships landed on the water? Have you anybody? And because we have this firmament, what is the firmament? What is it stopping the universe from pouring into the snow globe? Catch what I just fucking said. It stops the primordial waters from coming in. We couldn't breathe in the primordial waters. Why is it that a spacesuit looked just like a deep diving suit? Why is it when astronauts going to go out in space, they train them in water, in deep pools of water and shit? Why? Because that's where the fuck they was at. Let's go here. Hold on. Excuse me for cursing. This is a deep diving suit. Is that not a space suit? What's the difference? Y'all with me? When they walk in a deep diving suit, is it the same bounces they show you when they in space? That's a space suit. So why is the deep diving suit and the space suit the same? Basically the same shit. Because it's all levels of water. And let me tell you something. Inside of those waters in that snow globe, right, you have portals. One of those bubbles, the bubbles is in the bottle, right? So it's protected. All that's happening in that bubble, all that's growing in that bubble is protected from the main water. Because the snow globe itself, called the firmament, is protecting it in there. That nothing can get in. But on that bottom half of that snow globe, that bottom half of that basketball is just water. And that's how they're traveling out into space. Through the waters. Because there's portals in the waters. Hear me. Deep in the waters. Listen to me. Deep, deep in the waters. You know how, like, when they show you, when they get out of a, like, you in a spaceship, right? Like American spaceship, the bullshit ones. And they show you in a spaceship and they want to go outside to fix something. So they have to first open this one chamber, go out into it, shut that door, and then they in this chamber, then they can open the doors to outside and then close that. And they come back in and do the same thing, close it. They gotta decompress because they in water. You know, you start diving real deep. Your ears are pop because they in water. They in water, not fire. Fireball is living in this water. The sun living in this water too. Consciousness. Mind you, don't forget that water is source. Pure consciousness. That's why you 3/4 water. That's why you got God in you. Because you are 3/4 water. You see? You're 3/4 consciousness with a little bit of land mass. Hold on. Just listen. So you got that water. Beings, when they come into the earth, they're not coming in through the sky. Why? Because the sky the limit. The sky is the limit. They told you already. They didn't say the sky was limitless. They told you the sky was the limit. That's where you stop. That's where we locking you in at. You trying to manifest up there. It's nothing up that way. You can't get out that way. You got to get out this way. You got to go through the waters. You got to go down into the waters. And in those waters, you have the ball in space, all this water. So you can say an extraterrestrial is coming. Let me go check out what they doing on Earth. Men in Black. Let me go check out and see what they doing. So they got to go, the firmament opens here. That's that doorway. In space, in the space shuttle, that place where the firmament opens and then closes. And it's huge. It's not like little. It's fucking huge. Like that mile-long in spaceships could come in and it shuts them there. And then they could come in through the waters. And listen, this the killer. This the killer. They come in through the waters and then they come through the doorways of the earth. Where the doorways at? The mountains, Mount Shasta. That's why all of these mountains got deep water, goes into oceans. That's the way they coming in, y'all. That's why at these mountains that's at the shorelines, the mountains that's at the shore, Mount Shasta, one of them. All these great mountains. You got all this UFO activity. Because the mountains are the doors. That's the they being processed in that motherfucker like Men in Black. They being allowed in. Y'all be hearing all this shit talking about they building underground bunkers. It's way deeper than that. They ain't just been building bunkers. They've been hearing this shit on the earth for a long time. It's whole underground cities and shit. There's all kind of aliens in there like Men in Black. They just erasing your mind with the little camera shit. They erasing your memory. They don't want you to know. Because if they want you, if you knew that it wasn't the light, that the light wasn't first, if you knew, because you think you're in the electromagnetic universe. So you're dealing with everything like you're in an electromagnetic universe. You're dealing with everything as the light, sperm, sun, man, God, male, masculine. If you flip that shit to the mother, to the water, to the wombs, to the primordial waters of life, then you would understand that God is water. She is water. The great mind womb of the universe is water, and I'm living inside of that. And I'm water. You would have a different connections with the water opposed to the goddamn sky. See? Even that sun is not outside our universe. Outside of our snow globe. The sun is in our snow globe. I've seen it. That sun that we have is inside of this globe. Our moon, the sun, is in this. It ain't outside in space. No, our electromagnetics of our water. That's what, like our womb. Our womb is magnetic. That's why our womb and the waters and the moon, because the moon is magnetic. The moon and the waters in our womb is magnetic. It's not electro first. It's magnetism first. They would know that you understand that you could draw water. If water was magnetic, then the magnetics in water, you could take that and manifest any motherfucking thing. You could, because things draw in the waters. It's drawing the waters in my veins. If I knew to put that the waters in my veins was the consciousness in me, that the waters in my veins is the God in me. And then I took from thought, sperm, spark, thought, sperm, in the dark waters of my mind, into my mind womb. Hear me. Into my mind womb. And projected it into my feelings, where my heart will beat it into the waters. Then the cymatics that I create. That's how you are creating. This is how you are creating. This is how we're creating. Through our heartbeat. They don't want you to know no shit like that. They'll teach it to you, but not teach it to you. They teach you heart math. Yes, they're going to find out, Greg Braden, that the heart is 8 times more stronger electric. It ain't electric shit. It's magnetically stronger. First off, listen, I'm telling you, the Guardian's been dealing with me. How am I levitating in sex? Let me show you what I've been shown. This is how I've been levitating. Because I am magnetic electro. The earth is magnetic electro, right? When I vibrate high, when I go into sex mode, I go into very, very high vibes. Very, very high vibrational, which changes my electromagnetic poles. And then a magnet. I'm talking about this shit, y'all. If I got a north pole, a south pole, and a north pole of a magnet, right? South, north, south, north. So this south to this north is going to do this. Why? Because there's no friction between them. So it pulls them together. Now, if I turn it around, north, I think it was south, but we changed it. North, because it's coming out of it this way and coming out this way. The same thing with both. It's going to create a friction. They can't lock. So they repel. They won't come together, repel. You put that part of when you got two magnets, you're holding pure energy in your hand. It repels, but as soon as I turn it around, it stick. I turn it north to north, it repels. It can't come together because it's too high vibration. That's what happens to me and why I'm levitating, because when I'm normal, I'm on the earth. But when I go into eugeration, which y'all call sex, when I go into eugeration, that energy flips my poles and I repel off the earth. I become opposite. I become the same as the earth pole. Wherever I'm at, the same. And my shit flips. And it propels me and whoever with me to fuck up off the ground. Excuse my English, but I'm in there today. Listen, they don't want us to know this shit. Listen, but when you know, you know. When you allow what I'm saying in your spirit, I need you to let it in. I need you to contemplate it. I need you to meditate on it. And I need you to connect with what the fuck I told you today. There's so much more, but I gotta go. It's so much more. And the details of this, how you know the secret details of this, I'm going to put it in the book. Everywhere that I've been, when Michael came and took me off the earth and showed me the snow globe and told me the planet that we're going to, I didn't get it then. I didn't get what I was looking at when I was looking at the earth. What I saw was a motherfucking snow globe. A big clear, just a big bubble, basically. But I didn't see it like that. My mind was seeing what NASA been showing us. But it's the same, they've been showing us the truth. But you process it the way you want. That picture that I just showed you of the globe, and it showed the landmass right there. You are projecting that the landmass is at the top of the globe. It's not. It's just what you're looking at. That fat ass shit is exactly that. So I process what I've been programmed to process, you know? So that's what I've been seeing it as all this time. When they took me in the waters and slit my neck and took me in the waters, and I sat with Inky in a bubble in the ocean. I didn't get it then. So I've been talking to the Guardians lately. What the fuck is all this shit mean? I ain't got time for this shit. I know you didn't give me all of this for nothing. And listen, the Guardians like, what the hell wrong with you? The Guardians like, what's wrong with you? They didn't know that I didn't understand that I had to raise the primordials. I thought I just had to raise all black women. They was like, no. And you know who they are because they connect to you. That's the women you got to raise. That's the primordials you come back for. But they told me when I took the assignment I was going to forget, you know. But they're here to aid me. Hold on, I gotta tell y'all one more thing before I go. So much. Several times in my life I've been met with this man. He about 6'6". I've seen him in my dreams and I've seen him in real life. He's bald-headed, chocolate. I mean like a beautiful chocolate, like a beautiful blemish-free Hershey bar chocolate, like that look. Like them bald-headed ass black men look like somebody carved them, like Adonis, like somebody carved them out of something, like that shit. Just beautiful chocolate bald-headed man, but he kind of looked like a little teeny bit robotic, like the way he looked. That's Raphael, by the way. That's Raphael, and I've been confronted with Raphael different times. I've seen him in person. He would be outside my window in the rain at the light pole outside. Midnight, 2:00 in the morning. I wake up, that man across the street, scared as shit. One day he was up on my window. He came to me in a dream. He asked me, "Have you ever been to the?" And I was walking on the road, and he had on shades. His Lausatus, he had on shades. He said, "Have you ever been to the ends of the earth?" I said, "To the ends of the earth." He said, "Go to the ends of the earth," and pointed to Cali. You know what he's talking about? This has come in my dream many times. To the end of the earth. California, there's nothing after California waters. They fucking lying. The end of the earth, actual earth, is Cali. After that, you have the waters. These waters are where the UFOs are coming in and out of. These waters have portals right into the primordial waters, and they are coming in from outer space, outer waters, to our inner waters, into our atmosphere, into air. They're coming right through the waters of California. Somebody ain't gonna like what I'm telling y'all about today. I'm telling y'all some real shit. California is the end of it. Even you don't know where the fuck you going when you out there. Mind you, this flat part, this is the land mass. This is the flat, like in the snow globe, you got land and water, right? It's flat inside of there. You don't even realize when you get into one place or other. I want to go to Japan, right? You going around the just around. You going around that landmass. You know what? You don't know. I should be able to prove this. I'm gonna look into something. You going around landmass. Around. You ain't going under there. They lying. The fucking Santa at the North Pole and the South Pole and all this bullshit. I'm telling y'all, it's some bullshit. It's bullshit. It's not the way they showing it to us. It's not. And the waters of earth is how we get out of earth. Not the sky, because it's the limit. It stops at the sky. Can't get out. They cannot get out of the firmament. They have tried to break the firmament. I don't know why they would want to do it. It protects the planet. These being terraform planets, you know? So I don't know why they want to break the firmament. They can't do it through the waters because they've never been that deep. They can't set up shop. They've been through the waters, though. They know. If they ever left, if they really ever went on the moon, listen, the moon and shit, like the moon, that's in our globe. The sun is in our globe. Let me tell you something. Even when Michael took me off the planet, right? This is the weird. They lying about shit. When Michael took me off the planet, you had Earth, and I saw other planets. Guess what I didn't see out there? Sun. But inside of Earth, globe was lit up. In there was sun. It was huge. It was big as all outdoors, of course. And we was far back enough. There was no sun shining on the Earth or the planets or nothing. They were all sitting in darkness. And inside the globe was lit up. Like the sun was inside the globe. And he showed me the planet that we're going to. What it looked like. I can tell y'all what it looked like. The planet that we're going to. All is mind. Womb. Like a lot of people say all is mind. No. All is mind womb. Or womb mind. Womb was first. The water was first. Then the mind. The mind is the spark. The mind is the electro part of the magnetic. Not flip, not electromagnetic, magnetic electro. So you have the womb first. The magnetic. And then you have the electro part. That's the mind. Source is a mind womb. I'm going to say this to y'all real quick and I got to go. One of the things that y'all read in the book when it come out next year, whenever it come out. I might be done in 6 months. You never know with me. One of the places that I went to, I ain't going to tell you the whole story, but it was a white rock mountain. I told y'all some of this before. And then when I was 7 years old, the opening to that mountain was in our backyard. So White Rock Mountain had 2 golden beings on each side of it, like they was made of liquid gold. I went inside of that mountain, and it was amethyst. It was an amethyst gateway. When I walked to the back of the amethyst gateway, the amethyst all around me, under my feet, I walked to the back. It was source. It was a darkness so thick. It was alive. I knew that darkness was alive. It was alive. It's all I could say. And I'm like, I mean, the entrance of the cave, like it's just dark right there. So I go up to it, and like I could look in it, like I put my head in it and look around, but it's still just darkness, like it's nothing to look at. It's black. I don't feel anything when I stick my head in it, but I feel something. I don't feel anything. Like from here, this is air, and then what the fuck is this shit? I'm doing all that. I'm in it. What the fuck? You can't see nothing. What is this? And it wasn't until I backed up. I backed up from it and looked at it. I was like, because it was looking at me. I didn't know what that was. I just wanted to get out of that dream. And I left that dream. I was met with that several. I'm going to stop. It was source. All the other times it be in the book. And it spoke to me. The third time I met it, it spoke to me. It reminded me of that time. You asked to see my face. Oh, shit. The blackness. But that's the primordial waters. Our waters are some of that. But because it's in the snow globe, the elements and chemicals change where the water is like it is now. It's still those living waters. And we are all made of that water that got trapped. Source, consciousness. Water is consciousness. There's a snow globe in there with some of that water in it. We're all growing from that inside the snow globe, but it came from those waters right here. And those waters are now rushing. Everything changed. See, now how the waters in us is called blood. It's the same water. It's the same original primordial waters. And listen, energy doesn't do this. It doesn't go away. It doesn't all this shit. It can't in a snow globe. Think about that. It's trapped. Everything that's in the globe is trapped in the globe until somebody break that globe. Then energy can be doing all this other shit they talk about. But in the globe, well, how they say it? I can't get the statement right here. Energy can't be created or destroyed. That's why it's dust on the ground, because them motherfucking trees that petrified and then it turned to goddamn dust, it's still here. And it's going to transform back. It's going to keep cycling in this globe. That's a simple version. Y'all can do what y'all want to do with that. I'm about to go. I gotta get the hell out of here. Let me see what y'all saying real quick. Hold on. Everybody, thanks for being here, y'all. I appreciate you. Yeah, here you go. I'm gonna go watch The Abyss too. I'm about to go watch that. That is on my heart, and to go watch. They pushed me to watch the Celestine Prophecies. Anybody seen that? Hold up, Terry. Tone. Y'all get it? Thank you, Kelvin. Yeah, support me, Cash App. Y'all appreciate it. Send me a fake Christmas present. Okay, so the spaceship is a good one. Goes up on land. How do they get? Listen, the snow globe. You got the waters, right? The spaceships are coming out of the water. Look, so when you go into the water, under the earth, they go into the water, deep into the waters. They go. I just told you at the firmament, it got like the best I can explain it is like when they show us movies of spaceships, right? On the spaceship, they got a doorway. They open a door and go into this little chamber. Close the door. They in this little room. Then they open the door and go out of the space. That's how they get in and out of our firmament, in the water, not in air. Sky's the limit. In the waters of Earth, they are leaving and coming in through the waters. They come through it opens. They come in. And listen, it's like a Men in Black. They in on it. They are opening, when CERN opening portals. When they opening portals, that's where they opening them at, in the waters. I'm telling you, the entrances are in the mountains and waters. You go in they come in. They got like canals, like waterways, like a highway in the ocean. They came from out. Other people want to visit one of the bubbles. They going through the water and they come up to Earth. There probably be a big sign say welcome. And then they got to open up. They come in and close, and then they in the waters of Earth. You feel me? They go through the water highway, and then they come up in Mount Shasta. And they walk out into the land and walk out amongst us. Or sometimes they fly right out the water. Remember, that's why they took out William Cooper, Behold a Pale Horse. He said he was in the Navy. They ain't never seen no ships coming down, but they did see stuff that would come out of the water and fly around Earth. And them spaceships that have airplanes and stuff be chasing them, and they go down into the water. That's how they leave and come out. They bullshitting you. So they fly around the Earth. They came out the water. Some of them come right out. Maybe the ones that we see are rogue, and we're not supposed to see them. Maybe they rogue and do what the fuck they want to do. You feel what I'm saying? And just fuck that highway. I'm gonna go this way and I'm gonna cause some havoc. I don't know how it goes, and that's why they're getting chased and shit. Because the United States, they already know that they ain't supposed to be there. Men in Black. So like when a man out of order, you know you ain't supposed to be here. I'm shoot you with the gun. I need a good gun. You know what I mean? Like they doing dumb shit. They ain't supposed to be doing. They supposed to come check in. It's all kind of underground worlds, symbolic and shit. They supposed to check in. They not checking in. Maybe that's that. Because the way they supposed to come in is through the mountains. The mountains are the doorways. I've seen it. The mountains. And there's crystals in these mountains. So I don't know what the crystals are doing for them, but all these mountains, like Mount Shasta, got crystals in them. So they come into where it's amethyst at, where it's maybe it is in the Bible. It talked about the 12 foundations and the 12 gates with the pearls and shit to heaven. Because space is heaven. This is heaven. We inside of a snow globe in heaven. We're already in the heavens. You see? In a snow globe. That's protecting us so that we can grow and prosper and do all this bullshit that we doing here. But we trapped in here with these demons. We have very sinister beings down here controlling everything. Taking our lives, making us slaves, all kinds of shit. Hold on, New Wapians. Any New Wapian in here, I need y'all to listen to this and I gotta go. I want to eat my food. But listen to this. I just found out. And I need somebody to tell me about this. According to the Holy Tablets and Zechariah Stitchin, the Anunnaki was coming this way and they got hit by the Meldekians. They ships pulled in. They hit the earth. They wind up coming to the earth. They had to repair the earth. In repairing the earth, they realized the gold that they was looking for, the universe was on the earth to repair their ozone layer over in Risk and all this shit. And then they couldn't breathe down here, so they created a human. Listen, because I don't feel like I'm a part of that story. I'm a primordial. I was birthed right out of those waters, those primordial waters that came here, that was in that snow globe. And as life progressed into them crocodiles and all that shit, I walked right off the back of that crocodile. I was part amphibian, part mammal, soil. But somebody riddle me this shit. How come the Native Americans over here, I mean all of them, I'm talking about Geronimo and them, I'm talking about Cochise, I'm talking about the Apaches and the Navajos. How come all of them have a folklore about the little people? It's these people over here, the Superstitious Mountains in Phoenix. They from 1.5 to 2 feet high. They grow fingernails about 3 to 5 inch fingernails, and like the fingernails like steel. They dig in the earth. They man eaters. They'll tear man ass up. They little though. They'll run up on you. They go straight through your shit, and they'll come, a whole bunch of them. And we seen this. We seen this. I just saw a movie just now in my head. What's that movie on wild little creatures? Maybe Jumanji or something. There's a movie, something like that. There's a whole bunch of these little wild creatures that got little bow and arrows and shit. What's the movie, y'all? And they would eat a person. Anyway, according to the natives, or the first peoples of this land, they are real. Not only are they real, the Anunnaki brought them in. The native people know about the Anunnaki. I mean, ancient stories about the Anunnaki coming for gold. They couldn't mine the gold, so they got these little people. They brought these little people in, and they're angry with humans, these little people, because they was left here. The Anunnakis left them here when they left. So those creatures are still here. And they feel like we got the upper hand or some shit. So they mad at humans. So if they catch your ass in the dark, they're going to rip you apart and they will eat you. What's the movie? We've seen this movie. Even on a comedy movie, I see it right now with Jim Carrey. They had these little creatures. Oh, that little black man played one of the roles. And these cannibals and shit. But anyway. So, anybody know about that? So, these beings, they talk about that the Anunnakis made us on Mars. Aristogal and Argal and Ninti made us. Was it us they made? Or was it those little shits that all of these cultures know about down here? They've seen them. They all describe them the same. I watched the whole thing on that shit last night. They all describe them the same. These little wild little shits that was left down here and brought here to mine gold, and they had to, which make more sense than them creating humans. They didn't give us shovels and shit. These little things, the way they nails made, was made to dig in the soil to go get the gold. They could break up the rocks and stuff. That made more sense to me. I don't know if anybody heard about this, but that make me question that the human was made like that. Because I know my evolution. I know my evolution. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to go. But just know they lying to us. Know the truth. We are in a snow globe inside of Source, the firmament. To see the snow globe floating in space in primordial waters. Our waters on the earth is the way to get back to the primordial waters through those portals in the oceans. The sky, you cannot leave that way. The sky is the limit. They cannot crack that firmament. They call it things. They call it atmosphere, hemisphere, stratosphere, ozone layer, all these spheres that's around the earth. This firmament, they can't crack. Man didn't make that. And these creatures that have the people here, they're not men. They came to this planet. These very sinister beings that's holding us hostage. I think, I'll say this again, but I truly believe in this lifetime, some of us are going to be leaving. It's why I've been given these instructions to see. It's going to be for those who believe, those who know. We're going to leave. And I think I know the place that we're going to be leaving from. Time to tell. I'm really about to go now and go eat my food. We're going to talk again, y'all, because it's only getting deeper from here. Oh, and I didn't say it. And this is Xena. The White Rock Mountain that was beyond the pine trees. They had the two golden beings at the doorway, the two liquid gold beings. They were feminine in gesture, like their hands was like this. They sit soft. I don't know how to sit soft. I'm trying, y'all. I feel like a faggot. But they was trying to sit soft. I mean, they're trying to sit soft. The way they sit was soft. And they nodded me to come in. They didn't have like eyes. They were just the silhouettes of feminine beings made of gold. They were liquid. Like if I touched them, I could take some off. It was just liquid suspended. And they nodded me that I could go in. They gave me permission. So angelic beings is protecting this gateway that I went inside of. It would make sense because on the other side, I met Source in there. But, all this time I've been in Arizona, there's so many stories. How it all ties in. I want to do the short version. I'll put it in the book. Short version. When I bought my RV, I dreamt it first. Then I found it. The woman that I bought it from, at the time, she was in the White Mountains. The RV, right there. The owner named Victoria from the White Mountains. Didn't dawn on me then. Then after that, I got the RV. The first trip I took it on was through the White Mountains, but it wasn't on purpose. I was going on the other side. But I had to get through the White Mountains, and then I ran out of gas right at the top. Right up in those mountains. We were scared as shit, like, oh shit, we're gonna be stuck up here in this big machine. But somehow we made it once the climb stopped, and then we kind of drifted down once we started on it down. So once we got to the top, we was good. We just basically drifted down the mountain, no gas. Right at the bottom was a gas station. But we was pushing it through there for about an hour. It was crazy. I didn't pick it up then. When y'all remember Lua, when she was here and we did the Gathering Soul ceremony, we went up there through the White Mountains to go. We had a log cabin up there in the pine trees at the Sitgreaves. It didn't dawn on me then. What didn't dawn on you? When I went into the White Mountain in my dream, it never dawned on me. The two beings, it was a white mountain. I'm right here at the White Mountain, y'all. It never dawned on me. And I looked it up today. Why that White Mountain got amethyst on it? I'm on my way. The Guardians came to me the other day and said, it's time. It's a good time now to go camping. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't want to go camping until fucking spring. I didn't know what that meant. I get it now. So after my babies get their second shots, I'm taking them up the White Mountains. I'm going. And I'll let y'all know what happened when I get there, or when I get back. But that's why I'm going up there. But I'm waiting until Adrian get here next week. She's going to go with me. Well, after the babies get their shots. And then I'm gone. I got to go up there. And I'm going to camp in the White Mountains. And I hope, the little people with the fingernails don't come fucking with me in the dark. Oh my God. Y'all don't even know I just jumped like that because the thing in my ear just went off. It was like, doo-doo. I have no idea what just made that sound because it's hooked to this phone. I don't know why it just did that, but it just scared the shit out of me. I can't wait to look back and see how I just shook. I appreciate y'all for being here, y'all. I gotta go. Hold up. It's lost. Let's us. There, yeah. You're living in a snow globe.